Hey guys, was not expecting to be publishing a new video this soon, but unfortunately, events of the last week have kind of forced me, unfortunately, to do this. Suffice it to say, I, like a lot of people, got the letter from YouTube saying I'm going to be demonetized at basically at the end of next month. Um, yeah, this was a gut check, um, and it really sucks. I have no other way to describe it. This is bad. Um, I had been building this channel for almost 10 years now, and this last year in particular, things finally were starting to grow more. I was actually basically almost at the point where I was thinking I was going to start seeing, at least as far as monetization is concerned, a check every year from this. Granted, I've never once expected, make a living off doing this. This is just, even if it just gets me a little, money I can play around with and have fun with. That was sort of my goal with a lot of this. So, given the news that they're now going to the requirements that in order for a channel to be monetized, you're going to need 1,000 subscribers, which is difficult to get, but it's realistically doable. And if my channel continues to grow at the rate it has been the last couple of years, 2-3 years down the road, I would theoretically be eligible for remonetization then, once I got over that 1,000 subscriber hump. But what YouTube has added onto that as well, which in my opinion is the death knell to small channels on YouTube as far as being able to see any type of monetization, and that is requiring 4,000 watch hours. My best year, which is, I would say, if I'm recalling correctly from the analytics, was about 2010, 2011. I had 2,000 hours. There is no way I will ever be able to monetize on YouTube again if they do go forward with these new standards. There's no way. I mean, to look at the analytics, most of my videos on average are only getting about 2 minutes of watch time on average, which is kind of disappointing, as I do hope you guys watch my videos fully. But at the end of the day, with those kind of numbers, there's no way I'm ever going to be able to be monetized. And so that brings me to the point of, what is the future going forward? At the moment, as far as anything short term is concerned, it only doesn't mean a thing. The videos I have uploaded and already have scheduled will still come out. Between now and the 20th, as far as Monday gaming content is concerned, we'll get in 3 more videos there, starting on the 2nd, I believe. And as far as review videos go, we'll get 2 more, the first coming roughly that same week of the 2nd, and then next one coming out on the 16th. Expanding a little further out, I do have some videos uploaded already. Most likely the first one that's going to run out content will be the Monday gaming stuff. As far as review videos go, I've already uploaded all the way out to basically the start of August. So those videos will still come out. Moving further out though, that's, at this point, I don't know. I really do not know what's going to happen. As I said, I've never been in this to, make a living doing it. This is really just to earn a couple extra bucks to, make life a little easier. But given everything, especially with all the demonetization that's been going on the last 6 months or so, something which I can speak to personally as we stand now at the time of recording this video, I still have 2 videos that are, quote, not advertiser friendly, and one being a gaming video and the other actually being one of these channel updates, something which I do not understand. That something, if they would actually, say, hey, at either this point or we feel that, this, trips this, particular topic that we don't care about, fine then. I could understand, the system they have is then we could say, oh, okay, I'll make sure I don't do that in future videos. But given that system, it's telling you, okay, we're going to just arbitrarily decide what we want to run ads on with no justifiable criteria that we're going to even tell you. We'll just go so leave it nebulous and just try and figure it out. That combined with this latest episode leaves me to start having the question, am I going to stay on YouTube? And at this point, I really don't know. I've started to kind of look at, what are my other options. I looked at Vidmo and, that model that they have really, I'm not too much of a fan of, as ultimately it's, video on demand, and I really feel my content that would not work with that kind of format. As I've been doing for about the last 3 months now, I have started doing some stuff on Twitch, and I'm now actually kind of glad I decided to go that way for doing streaming stuff, as at least has gotten toe dipped in the water, as it were, there, so as to diversify some. And given this last week, I'm glad I did that. But ultimately, it's not the same sort of hosting site as YouTube is. It's really more geared towards doing live streams. Now, they've started to introduce some tools to start competing with YouTube in some ways, but they're still not there yet. There's also obviously the issue of getting to the affiliate level, still fair ways away from that. So that's sort of it as far as I've been able to find in terms of alternatives to YouTube. Unfortunately, everybody's sort of put all their eggs in one basket, and now we're kind of getting screwed for it. So going forward, I don't know what's going to happen. I do feel like I am going to probably start focusing more on doing Twitch stuff more, as obviously that's going to be the easiest way forward, I see. Another alternative I did, now that I think about it again, is I have considered going the Patreon route, but as things sit now, I really don't feel like I'm going to be able to utilize that system to the fullest. Because ultimately, the only thing I could do as far as any type of rewards tiers would be, obviously the pitch in a buck and get my thanks type deal, maybe a middle tier to let people, sponsor individual reviews, and maybe another tier where I give you guys a list from, possible kits to get reviewed, and then, pick from there or something of that sort. But ultimately, I really, right now, don't feel like that would be an appropriate, tool to utilize. So, yeah, going forward, like I said, I really don't know what's going to happen at this point. I honestly have not had enough time to really sit down and, deal with this in depth. It's just the last week has just been one of those weeks. So, as I said, videos that I do have up already pre-uploaded will still come out as scheduled. Mondays will still be our gaming stuff. Fridays will still be review, and as far as anything else is concerned, there's going to be sort of nebulous. They'll get uploaded when they get uploaded. After the 20th, though, I don't know. I really don't know. And in all honesty, this thing has really sort of kicked me in the gut. During this break, I had planned to do a lot of streaming. Some of that's ultimately not happened in large part because of me. No excuse there. I totally blame Steam sales, and yeah, that's totally on my end. As far as any special content beyond what's already sort of been scheduled, what I've talked about, I am going to try to get to a model competition this weekend. Had tried to get to one this past weekend, but unfortunately because of an RV fire that basically closed the freeway, I missed the entry deadline for that one. I'm gonna break for a second and go into story time for a little bit. Last year, towards I want to say it was September or October time frame, somewhere in there, when we were in the middle of hurricane season back east. I was on a little trip with my family, and we were in Florida at the time that they had that big hurricane coming. And what shocked me more than anything is the evacuation traffic. It shocked me not because of the size and scale of it, but the fact that it looked no different than most weekdays do here in SoCal as far as traffic is concerned. That just floored me. The fact that we basically deal with on a daily basis what amounts to a mass evacuation anywhere else. So, yeah, traffic sucks in SoCal. So sorry about that little diversion there, but getting back on track. Moving forward, now as far as any other type of videos go, I don't know at this point. No. I had intended when I did come back and put out a new channel update video to basically go into talking about, hey, on these days I'm going to have this day is going to be Mondays are going to be gaming. This day will be our live streams, content being put out. Fridays will be review videos. I'm going to save this day for event videos and so forth. Now I had intended to do that, but obviously given what YouTube is basically saying, hey, we don't give a shit about small channels anymore. I don't know if I'm going to continue on YouTube, at least, and it's not just this one thing, as I've said, it's basically the amalgamation of all of this. Them on no terms saying, no, we're not going to support our small content creators anymore. So yeah, that's sort of where we are. Again, I have no idea what's going to be happening going further out. This next month will be, business as usual, but after that, I don't know. So, yeah, this is really taking the wind out of my sails as far as, doing any type of this kind of content, and I don't know. We'll see what happens going forward. And yeah, this may just be the end of things. So, until next time.